should know this as well. These are Pearly Stars. We're doing an interview. This is my first interview. Is this your first interview, guys?
No.
No, not really. Oh no, because we did talk to the club.
We've done interviews on air. Hi, I'm Felix. I play guitar.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I play bass and I'm the lead singer.
I'm going to talk slightly closer to the microphone than everyone else. And I'm Cormac, and I play drums.
This little microphone is kind of getting on my nerves. Who are you? What kind of music do you guys make? And what bands do you think have inspired your sound?
We're Pearly Stars.
This is true.
Yep, we make rock type music. Not really rock music. We're inspired by a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
And we're inspired by a lot of different artists, like LXG.
Wet Leg.
Why are you talking so quiet?
Honestly, because
Weezer. Oh, and Latigra a lot recently.
Yes, and Radiohead.
And Radiohead.
And Pavement.
Something I always want to know with bands is how did you come up with your name? Like, what was the thought process? If you can remember it, if it's, we just come up with Pearly Stars, then I don't want to know, so just make something up.
This is a YouTube question.
Okay, so we had a list of names. I don't have any of them on hand, but we were thinking, how did bands we know get their names? And Radiohead took their name from a Talking Heads song, and we were like, oh, let's be meta, take our name from a Radiohead song, and then we ended up just picking this B-side of OK Computer that's called Pearly Star, or like Pearly Asterisk, and I was like, this is good, and I was like, what do you think, Claudia? Because Cormac wasn't in the band then, and then you were like, it works, and because we needed a name for a school performance, and then that was what we settled on, and it stuck.
What made you get together as a band? Like, what made you want to start performing, and how did getting all the members sort of form in that way? I'm giving you the microphone, Claudia. It's a long story.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so Pearly Stars started in April last year with a different drummer, and it was mostly a school band. And then we did one show with that drummer, and then we didn't have a drummer anymore, and we ended up using a computer for the drums, and doing a few shows doing a few shows with that computer, and then released our EP, recorded in Felix's bedroom in October, and then we found Cormac.
Yeah, I was just on the side of the road, and they drove past, and I had 2 drumsticks in my hand, and I ran up and I went, please!
Basically, Cormac posted a story saying, does anyone need a drummer? And I said, yeah, we do. And then Felix was like, yeah, okay. Here we are.
That was in January this year.
That was in January, yes.
Really? It was only this year? I did not know that about you. That's what interviews... That's what interviews are for. Everyone has their own interpretation of performances or songs or whatever, but I wanted to know what your sort of meaning behind your new release, Sympathy, was, which is obviously a very cliche question, but I'm just curious to know, like, what it's about, because obviously there's a lot of lyrics in there that might mean a lot to people. Do you want me to give it to you, Claudia? Tell me.
Basically, our old drummer, I used to be with, and then we didn't have that drummer anymore because we broke up, and I think a lot of that song is just the highs and lows of like a breakup and the end of a relationship, and I guess how things could have gone differently.
Cool.
This is being broadcasted to the world right now.
Yeah, no, I've got so many followers, man. I want to know how you guys go with like releasing things. Like, are you DIY? Do you like go and rent out a studio? What is your sort of process? And maybe all of you answer. Because there you go.
So I can talk out the releasing side. I run a digital distribution label. I called it Paxing Records, just because of this family thing, and yeah, it's just for streaming services. I don't have the resources to make physical music yet, but it's something we're looking into. Just to put our music on streaming, my solo music's there, and then a few other bands few other bands I know are on there, and I'm always in contact with more people trying to join, which could be you. So talk to me at some point if you want your music to be on streaming. Yeah.
That's been, what's it called? Distributed, produced, whatever it's called, by Pax Inc. And I went, oh my god, what the Anyway, sorry, it was censored.
We're playing a show tonight with the Watchers, and Mel from that band has his own solo music, and I helped him with that.
The first EP, when I was not there and they did not need to record drums, was in Felix's bedroom on GarageBand, right? Yeah, we love GarageBand. So for our first release, our split single was recorded without me, and they didn't need the recording capabilities to record a drummer, so it was recorded in Felix's bedroom on GarageBand, which we love. But then for Sympathy, we were very lucky to win a competition with Karklu and Interim Studios to go record there, very professionally, very fancy, with the lovely Matt, Magic Matt. And so that was a really cool experience to go record very professionally and get mixed very professionally, and because we're very professional and we're looking into continuing that, but DIY is still a very important part of the music scene and recording, like you did with your the thing that we're debuting a song from tonight.
I write a lot of demos for the band. Claudia's our main lyricist, but at the moment I'm kind of the songwriter. We have some songs that are just based off jams that we do in practice, which are really, really fun to play on stage. But a little while ago I just threw a bunch of bad demos together, and there's one good one on it, and we're going to play it tonight. Yeah. We kind of are trying to have a bit of a more is more philosophy at the moment, so on our Bandcamp page we're just putting up a lot of stuff that isn't going to be on other streaming services. We've got a live album there which we did at the Metro, and we're going to put a bunch of live recordings on there if we get more, and maybe some other exclusive stuff in the future, who knows. All our music, Bandcamp is really good. All our music that we record will be free on there, and our live album is $1 if you want to buy it.
So besides the demos that you're putting up on Bandcamp, is there anything exciting you want to tease, like a big gig or just a normal gig or an EP or something fancy? Obviously I've never seen you guys live, so I don't know what your repertoire is of original songs, but I will be tonight, and that's so exciting. So yes, tell me if you've got any cool things coming up.
At some point we're doing an EP, and
hit the microphone against your head.
We're doing an EP. It will be good, and it will have Sympathy on it, and we're going to re-record Pearl and Star with Cormac, and it'll sound even better than the existing one. And when that comes out, you should listen to it and buy it.
This is a really random question, but obviously you guys are only 3 people, unless you count yourself as half a person, which would be really weird. So do you think being a smaller group has kind of helped your success at all? Because I see sometimes bands of 5, I go, how are you not struggling with collaborating and always sort of having to be in harmony with each other? So I was just wondering if that has been any kind of help to you guys.
Good there? Yeah.
Crack.
There aren't as many 3 pieces, which we've talked about a bit, just amongst ourselves, which I think has helped us stand out a little bit. Yeah. It makes it very fun. Would you like to say something, Claudia? Yeah, there you go.
I think also when it comes to just jamming, I think it's really simple for like someone to start playing guitar or someone to start playing bass or just start playing drums, and then for other people to sort of just be like, oh, I see what you're doing there, let me add a thing and then another thing, and then we sort of like, oh, hang on, we've got a song.
And then there aren't 5 people involved in the process.
We also don't have room for 5 people.
I'm like speaking for you two quite a bit, but like musical theory knowledge isn't like the first thing we think of when we're writing songs, so it's just kind of easier in that smaller setup for me to work out things like that.
What's musical theory?
Yeah, I don't know.
You'll learn about it when you're older.
You don't want to be those people who are like, tell me what an E minor is. And it's like, just let me enjoy it. You guys seem to make it sound so like full and like, it doesn't sound like there's 3 of you, and obviously being in a throuple. A threesome. Being a trio is that's the right word. Is hopefully helping you because it sounds so good when you listen to it. Stop. Okay, are you wanting to make this a career, or is it just like a side hustle?
Music is our future.
Please make it possible.
I'm very much just... I'm a creative soul. Because I have that dog in me. Yeah, I have that beast deep inside. But I think... Like I've only been drumming for a couple years, but let's make it 10. But I've always I also do theatre and all that kind of stuff. So anything really that is creative is the career. Do not put me in an office. I don't know who I'm talking to.
That's so so true. I just anything performing on stage, like dance and acting and music, is just so like fun, and I think really fulfilling as well. Like I feel like some things you get really bored easily, but then these ones are just it's always different and it's always fun. I don't want to work in an office.
Music is really cool, and I really like writing music, and I'd like to do that forever.
And I think the moral of this story is I don't want to work in an office. Yeah. That is the end of the interview. Yay. Congratulations to everyone who did the interview.
We have been Pearly Stars. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
And thank you, Pocket Rocket.